One of the greatest scientific missions of modern times has taken a giant leap forward today with the launch at lunchtime of the James Webb Space Telescope.
The James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, humanity's most advanced eye in the sky, was designed to look deeper into the universe than ever before. It promised answers about the origins of stars, galaxies, and possibly life itself. But what it found stunned the scientific world. Not only did it reveal breathtaking beauty and unknown phenomena, it uncovered something so vast, so ancient, and so contradictory to our understanding of the universe that it has stirred fear, awe, and wonder in equal measure. Scientists expected mystery. What they got was a possible crack in the very fabric of reality. In its mission to observe the earliest formations in the cosmos, JWST detected light from a formation so massive and so complex that its mere existence questions everything we know about space, time, and physics. And as further observations unfolded, what initially seemed like an isolated anomaly transformed into a much larger cosmic mystery, an impossible structure. The structure in question appeared to exist just 300 million years after the Big Bang, an era when the universe was supposedly too young and chaotic for such an object to form. Yet, this formation wasn't a primitive cluster of gas and dust. It contained heavy metals, layered matter, and even galactic arms, the kinds of features typically associated with galaxies billions of years old. Under our current understanding of cosmic evolution, these elements should not have had time to form. Their presence implies either that time passed differently in that region of space, or that entirely unknown processes were at work. Some scientists have even proposed that our understanding of the Big Bang itself may be incomplete or flawed. Could there have been another universe before ours? Or an unseen force accelerating matter and evolution? Light that doesn't behave normally. Even more puzzling than the formation structure is the light it emits. Instead of a consistent glow or a spectrum typical of known cosmic bodies, this structure emits light that pulses erratically at various frequencies and in synchronized patterns across vast distances. These pulses resemble signals more than natural emissions, as if parts of a structure are communicating with each other. Such coordination across distances that span light years challenges our understanding of time and information transfer. Could quantum entanglement exist at such a scale? Could this be a form of communication or operation by an intelligence beyond comprehension? Scientists are cautious to label it a signal, but many admit that no known natural process can explain what is being observed, the void around it. If the structure itself wasn't unsettling enough, the space around it adds another layer of fear. Surrounding the anomaly are vast voids. Not simply empty space, but areas where matter and energy seem to have been drained or repelled. These are not typical cosmic gaps. They absorb and silence everything. No background radiation, no detectable matter, just a cold, black nothingness. Some researchers have described this void as too perfect, suggesting intentional design. Could the structure have cleared this space around itself? And if so, why? Radio telescopes pointed at the voids detected no signal, just silence across all frequencies. In a universe buzzing with entropy and noise, such unnatural silence is unnerving, a cosmic architecture. Beyond the initial anomaly, JWST began detecting symmetrical formations, not random galaxies or clusters, but vast, organized patterns stretching across space. These lattices, extending for millions of light years, appear to follow mathematical rules and ratios, including the golden ratio and fractal geometries. It was as though the universe itself had been constructed. That matter followed not just gravitational forces, but some kind of blueprint. The idea that intelligence could shape matter at this scale once seemed impossible. Now, it feels like the only explanation. Physicists and mathematicians began modeling these patterns, only to find they mirrored some of the most complex equations in quantum theory. The deeper they looked, the more the universe appeared to be written in a language, one we are only beginning to decode. intelligent design or a universal consciousness. The possibility of intelligent design at a cosmic level isn't being dismissed. Some believe these structures are relics of an ancient, hyper-advanced civilization. Others speculate that the universe itself might be conscious, a living system with awareness, intention, and mechanisms beyond human comprehension. Whether these formations are tools, sensors, or even beings remains unknown. But what's clear is that they are not natural by any definition we know. They function with purpose, and perhaps they react. The universe reacts. Further studies brought something even more chilling. As JWST and other instruments focused attention on the anomaly, the patterns of light and radiation began to shift, subtly but measurably. Scientists increased monitoring, only to find that the region seemed to be responding. The pulses changed frequency. The emissions varied. The deeper the observation, the more dynamic the system became. This has led to one of the most provocative theories, that the universe, or something within it, knows it's being watched. In quantum mechanics, the observer effect describes how particles behave differently when measured. But here, the scale is astronomical. Are we seeing an observer effect at the level of galaxies? Could consciousness, ours or otherwise, influence the fabric of reality, scars in space-time? Another bizarre discovery was what scientists have termed a scar in space-time. JWST detected distortions in light that didn't conform to any known gravitational lensing or black hole signatures. This wasn't a visual artifact. It was real. Space, it seemed, had been torn or folded. What lay around this scar was even more disturbing. The patterns echoed ancient symbols, spirals, rings, and glyphs found in ancient cave art and monuments. Some researchers began drawing connections between this cosmic architecture and human mythology. Had early civilizations witnessed something in the sky? Could our ancestors have glimpsed what we are now discovering? Constants that aren't constant. The deeper Webb looked, the stranger things became. Some regions of space appeared to operate under different physical laws. The speed of light, gravitational pull, and even atomic behavior varied, slightly, but enough to question the idea that physics is uniform across the universe. This revelation shakes one of the cornerstones of science, that the laws of nature are consistent everywhere. If they aren't, then what else have we misunderstood? Are there pockets of the cosmos where different forms of matter and time exist, where life, thought, and even reality itself operate under unfamiliar rules? A hypergrid behind reality. Mapping the anomalies revealed something extraordinary. A grid. A vast, interlinked structure underlying the observable universe. This wasn't metaphorical. It was literal. Each node in this cosmic web corresponded to a location where physics breaks down, a place of mystery and distortion. Some theorists believe this grid may serve a function. Perhaps it's an ancient system designed to monitor the universe. Or perhaps it is the universe, a vast machine executing functions beyond our comprehension. One hypothesis compares it to a galactic-scale neural network. Could we be living inside something's brain? The historical connection. Curiously, as Webb's discoveries became public, historians and anthropologists began noticing similarities between ancient human records and modern data. Stories of sky gods, watchers, and spirals in the heavens suddenly took on new meaning. These weren't just myths. They might have been distorted memories of something real. Ancient civilizations may have glimpsed echoes of the same anomalies. Carvings, symbols, and oral traditions could be remnants of their encounters with cosmic truths. And perhaps, like us, they were unprepared. The universe as a machine. The implications of these discoveries are monumental. If the universe is a machine, a living, thinking entity, or an ancient construct, then everything we know changes. Our solar system, perhaps even Earth itself, could be part of a larger function. Our existence might not be random. It might be strategic. And now, with the power of JWST, we may have made contact. Not with a species or civilization, but with the structure of the universe itself. And in doing so, we may have awakened something. The James Webb Space Telescope has done more than look into the past. It has shown us a terrifying possibility, that the universe is not what we thought, that we are not the primary observers, but perhaps the observed, that space is not empty, but filled with intention, structure, and mystery. This discovery is a turning point. Science will never be the same. Philosophy will have to adapt, and humanity will have to decide what to do with the knowledge that we are not alone, not in the traditional sense, but in a far deeper, more existential way. A door has opened. We cannot close it. The universe has seen us, and now we must prepare to understand what that means.